Thanks, everybody. Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and I have to say, tonight I am in an excellent frame of mind because it's the first day of summer. And you know what that means? Hell yeah. You know what that means? Time to slip on the Speedo. Dive headfirst into the January 6th hearings. Because this afternoon, the committee held the fourth installment in a great summer beach read I'm calling Scary Plotter and the Goblet of Liars. It also happens to be the longest day of the year, and I'm sure it felt like it for the former president, Dumb Quixote. Because today, the committee laid out in shocking detail how his relentless and illegal scheme to overturn the election brought harrowing consequences for those honest public servants who stood up to the pressure to support his heinous lies. In her opening statement, Committee Vice Chair Liz Cheney had a warning for our nation.
I would urge all of those watching today to focus on the evidence the committee will present. Don't be distracted by politics. This is serious. We cannot let America become a nation of conspiracy theories and thug violence.
It's true, because if we do, the reptilians who run the New World Order will steal our spines to use as radio towers to broadcast our location to Bill Gates. Now, first up, we heard testimony from Arizona Speaker of the House and what happens if you leave your Bowers out in the rain. Rusty Bowers. Bowers, lifelong Republican, testified that he faced massive pressure from Rudy Giuliani and other Giuliani lackeys demanding that he flip the state, which he knew he had no right to do. And here's why they thought Bowers should cooperate.
He would say, aren't we all Republicans here? I would think we would get a better reception. I mean, I would think you would listen a little more open to my suggestions that we're all Republicans.
Okay. Overturning an election is asking for some serious brand loyalty. What do you mean you won't burn down my house for the insurance money? We both drink Diet Pepsi. Are they sponsors? Sponsors, I don't know. We'll find out. The former president and the former Rudy Giuliani promised Bowers that they would eventually get him proof of this supposed voter fraud they kept talking about, but they never did. Then Bowers gave this revealing quote from Rudy.
My recollection, he said, we've got lots of theories, we just don't have the evidence. And I don't know if that was a gaffe or maybe he didn't think through what he said, but both myself and others in my group, the three in my group and my council, both remembered that specifically, and afterwards we kind of laughed about it.
Well, of course you laugh. Rudy's got a great sense of humor. Okay, two guys walk into a bar. Hey, that sounds like a great idea. What was I saying? What was I? The pressure on Bowers caused him some real soul searching. And today, he read an emotional journal entry from the time.
I do not take this current situation in a light manner, a fearful manner, or a vengeful manner. I do not want to be a winner by cheating. I will not play with laws I swore allegiance to with any contrived desire towards deflection of my deep foundational desire to follow God's will as I believe he led my conscience to embrace.
Wow. In a moment of darkness, drawing strength from a deep well of conscience and fortitude and faith. That is beautiful. And inspired by that, I wrote a pretty good one today, too. Dear Diary, today was the hearings. They made me sad, so I ate a snack. It was peanut butter on a donut. Pretty good. Still sad, though. Love, Steve. Peanut butter on. Never tried that before. Then we got to hear from Georgia's Secretary of State and man being held hostage by two flags. Brad Raffensperger You may recall that on January 2nd, 2021, the former president held an hour-long call with Raffensperger where he bluntly requested some election skullduggery.
So what are we going to do here, folks? I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break.
That is just pathetic. He's literally begging them to invent votes for him. It's like watching an old man try to mooch an extra pancake at the Denny's. What are we doing here, folks? I only need one more pancake, fellas. And then I got a grand slam. Just flap some jacks on there, okay? Give me a break. Give me a break. And the state of Georgia. The committee. This is Rudy Tooty, rich and fraudulent. I know that's IHOP. Moon's over my hammy. The committee. See, man's eating at a Denny's right there. Committee also had text messages to one of Mike Pence's aides sent from an aide to Senator Ron Johnson. The details are about Johnson trying to get a list of fake alternate electors into Pence's hands. But what jumped out to me when I saw it this afternoon was that the treasonous text chain started simply with, "Sup." Sup. Pretty chill way to overthrow democracy. Sup. OMG, let's totes seat alternate electors for the lols. Now, one of the TTFN. Now, one of the most heartbreaking witnesses of the day was Georgia election worker Wandrea Shea Moss, who was hatefully and unfairly attacked by the former president and his goons. In a web video, Giuliani accused Moss and her mother of a variety of falsehoods, and of course, there was a normal, sober explanation.
In one of the videos we just watched, Mr. Giuliani accused you and your mother of passing some sort of USB drive to each other. What was your mom actually handing you on that video?
A ginger mint.
That might explain why Rudy never produced any evidence. He kept jamming Altoids into his USB ports. This isn't working. Hand me a Ricola. Damn you, Swiss. The committee. The committee also played some truly moving footage of Moss's mother, who goes by the name Lady Ruby, explaining what it was like as an everyday citizen being attacked by the most powerful person in the world.
Do you know how it feels to have the President of the United States to target you? The President of the United States is supposed to represent every American, not to target one. But he targeted me, Lady Ruby.
Oh, no. Now I'm mad you don't dare target her. From this moment forward, America's gonna have to choose Lady Ruby or Shady Rudy. Not everyone's. You don't go after Lady Ruby. No. She's royalty, I think. Not everyone's focused on 2020. The midterms are coming up, and there's a whole new election to undermine, complete with plenty of kooky, far-right candidates like former Missouri governor and man at the hardware store asking if this tarp is bloodproof, Eric Greitens. Greitens was elected governor of Missouri back in 2016, but resigned in disgrace a year into his term after reports of an affair with a former hairdresser who accused him of abuse and blackmail. So, not the kind of guy you trust with a match, let alone a firearm. Keep that in mind when you watch his new Senate campaign ad where he attacks so-called RINOs, or Republicans in name only.
I'm Eric Greitens, Navy SEAL, and today we're going rhino hunting. The rhino feeds on corruption and is marked by the stripes of cowardice. Join the MAGA crew, get a rhino hunting permit. There's no bagging limit, no tagging limit, and it doesn't expire until we save our country.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. First of all, it's rare to call for the death of a member of your own party. I've only seen it once before. Bloomberg 2020, I hear Bernie Sanders is allergic to peanuts. And I gotta say, that is disturbing, and I've got two questions about that ad. One is, what the hell? And two, what are they actually breaking into? An empty house? There's no furniture in there. Why? I don't know. Wait, and I'm being told The Late Show has actually acquired the original cut of the ad.
Join the MAGA
Whoa,
crew.
whoa, we're working here. You're getting dust all over my freaking semi-gloss, Ram, bro. Open houses until Saturday. Tell SEAL Team Socket to stay off my hardwood floors, and you're paying for that door. You're paying for the door, douche Cassidy.
We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Werner Herzog, and when we return, I'll be holding puppies with Emma Thompson. And meanwhile,